We have finally done it. If you've been watching the live streams over the last 2 weeks, we have been non-stop grinding, trying to complete the DMZ Easter egg. I've probably put over 50 in-game hours trying to do this. However, you need quite a few different keys. Quite a few things have to happen, and there's a little bit of RNG involved. And on top of that, I was losing internet. My game was crashing constantly. But after all these failed attempts with the help of multiple people, we have actually been able to complete it. So that's what you're going to watch us do right here. And for doing this Easter egg, you get the single most valuable item in the entire mode of DMZ. One thing I do want to note, this might become a mission later on. Right now, all of the tier 5 missions for White Lotus are completely blocked off because of a glitch. So this might be one of the White Lotus missions, but there's no way to tell until a future date and time for that. So before you can do this Easter egg, you're going to need to acquire 3 separate keys. You need the Sunken Ship's Captain Cash key, you need the Downtown Post Office key, and then you need the Downtown Post Office Secure Room key. Out of all 3 of these, by far the rarest is going to be the Post Office Secure Room key. For every 5 of the others I found, I only found 1 of these. Using these 3 keys, you're going to be able to do all the steps required to be able to receive the Sunken Ship's Thief's Cash key. This one you can actually very rarely find without doing any of the previous steps. So if you do happen to find the Sunken Ship's Thief's Cash key, definitely keep that. That's probably the rarest key in the entire game. It is extremely rare to spawn normally, and I have actually learned a lot about looting keys in the DMZ mode trying this. I have spent a very large amount of time looting keys. So if you want to see a guide in the future on the best way to farm different types of keys in the DMZ mode, make sure to leave a comment below and sub, because that might be something coming up if there's enough support for it. Okay, so now that we've got the keys and we're loaded in game, step 1, we want to head to this ship in the middle of the ocean way down here. All right, so now we're here and we got to cross the water to get there. So we're going to take a boat, a little bit risky because it is very hard to get these keys. And the last thing you want to do is get these keys and then immediately proceed to lose them. So taking the boat does alert your position a little bit, but also time is on the essence because you don't want to crash and you don't, there's a lot of things that could go. So you want to be stealthily with this as well. All right, so now that we're at the sunken ship, we want to go ahead, climb up here, and we're going to go up top. And once we enter right here, there is going to be a duffel bag that we can unlock with the first key here, which we just completely used it. That is the one for the captain's cash. Once we open this, there's going to be some cash. There is always going to be this logbook. We go ahead, open this, and we can read it. Captain's log, recent entry. The treasure is being stowed below deck, but one of the workers stole the only key to the box and ran off. He was dressed in some sort of postal uniform. Now the ship is under attack, and I can only hope we get to open water before they damage the hull. What a mess this treasure has brought upon us. So that's a hint that, hey, you gotta head to the post office. Okay, so unfortunately, we didn't even check this before we went there, but our post office is in the gas, and I don't want to have to deal with that and risk that. Supposedly, you're able to exfil and go back and do it next game, so we still, in our inventory right now, have the downtown post office key and the post office secure room key. We're gonna exfil with this official looking logbook with many handwritten entries in our inventory. Then we're gonna come back next game and go to the post office, because this to me, it's good to note maybe before you attempt this, make sure that your post office isn't in the zone. It's a pretty rare occurrence, but yeah, clearly it can happen. So boom, there we go, exfil successful. And as you can see, that note that we took out with us says it's got a new tag here. Okay, and luck is on our side. We just spawned back in. I don't think I've ever spawned in this spot before, but this is the closest you can possibly spawn to post office. No joke, it's right here. And there's an exfil right next to it as well. All right, so let's go to post office. No excuses. There shouldn't be anyone geared up. We just spawned in. We got this. Now, when it comes to entering the post office, you want to go in from the top, because the room we need to get into is going to be up here. You can go in through the bottom, but you're going to have to fight a lot of armored enemies. And yeah, there's a lot of them. So to make sure you can get to the room you need to get to, going up through the top, and then as soon as you get here, climb all the way up to the top of this ladder. But be careful, just because there's not going to be as many armored enemies, there still are going to be a few you're going to run into. So now we're going to want to go ahead, we're going to open this door right here, and once again, be careful. There are going to be some armored enemies that are ready, and then once we take them out, we should be good. At this point, there shouldn't be any more armored enemies. If you want to check all the way down through the hall, should be fine. Be careful going in this door, because sometimes there's tripwires here. This is the building. This is the one that we need the downtown post office secure room to open. So we go ahead, open this, and right there, this is what you're looking for. And as you can see, this key is golden. Item, sunken ship, thieves cash. This is what you need. So let's go ahead. We're going to grab that. Also, there's some other loot in this building if you want to take that. Some additional keys, some additional gold, some hard drives. Pretty decent loot in this room. But the main thing you're looking for is this key. And you can see this key has a different texture than everything else because it's part of this. It reads off, key to the thieves' cache in the sunken ship off the coast of Al Mazrah. So now that we have this, we need to head all the way back to this ship out here once again. Okay, wait a minute. There's also a handwritten note in here. I don't remember this being here. Let's see if we can read this. Handwritten note. I am being followed. The key here is for what you think it's for. I just hope the ship hasn't left yet. If I don't make it, good luck and be safe, Jay. So yeah, this definitely has something to do with this Easter egg quest as well. It seems like someone who worked at the post office stole this and then left a note for someone else. I don't really get the full backstory, but all I know is now we need to get there to claim our reward. Okay, boys, this is the moment of truth. I have no joke been working on this Easter egg for probably close to 10 plus hours now. This is the second time we've acquired all the keys. There has been lots of crashing, lots of issues in the whole ordeal of this, so I'm a little stressed out. Hopefully we can get there because I want to make a video and show you guys this Easter egg, but we're on the home stretch. This is the farthest we've ever been. I'm not even going to show all the other attempts because, you know, I just don't want to stretch out this video, but just keep in mind that yeah, this was 10 plus hours of oh shoot, low on fuel. I wasn't even paying attention. There's a Hummer up here. Oh, it's the fast one too. Okay. Oh shoot, no. Bro, there's so many enemies here. All right, I'm in. Go. Okay, I don't want to jinx it, but now we're on the boat. This is the home stretch. Very seldomly do people travel out way out here in the waters. But knowing my luck, of course, the one game it's going to happen is going to be the one game we're finally, you know, in the water able to complete this. Stay way on the outside. Don't want to alert any other players. All right, here we go. Now that we're here, the second secret area you're going to have to open is actually going to be underwater this time. So what we're going to do is we're going to travel down here. Oh, crap. Where's the opening? Okay, what the heck? Hello? No. Okay. This is not supposed to happen. This is the, yep. And bro, lost connection to host/server. Connection timed out. Are you kidding me? Okay, this is actually like the perfect spawn. We're extremely close to it. Once again, here. And let's drop the key. Once again, we have managed to actually achieve the key. And hopefully this time our internet doesn't go out. All we have to do is take this key to the ship and we'll finally beat this Easter egg after trying for weeks. All right, here we are at the ship. Now, if we go down, I think the hull opening is down here. Yep, here we go. So we got to swim down underneath little hole. Door unlocked. If we open it up, there it is. Go ahead and take the stuff out. We gotta go. Come on, swim. Woo, we're down there a little bit longer than what I wanted to be. So if you're looking for it, once again, you go down from the front of the ship and it's gonna be right there in a bag. But look at that. This is the only way in the entire game to achieve the item we just picked up. This Easter egg is the only way you got it. We also got a note, so let's head up top. All right, here we go. So go ahead, drop the golden skull. Oh, why do I keep throwing that? Drop the golden skull. As you can see, it's the same item as the golden skull you find around the map. This one has a different name though. It's the golden skull of Al Bagra Miner, and it's worth $25,000. The only item in the game even worth close to this. The GPU is the next closest, worth $16K. And there's a piece of laminated paper, a printed document that has been laminated for protection. Since we found it underwater, I guess they had to do that so it wouldn't, you know, get all disintegrated and whatnot. Laminated sheet of paper, item 32B, golden skull of Al Bagra Miner. Thought to contain magical powers, this skull is made of gold, and while it looks like many other golden skulls, there appears to be some glyphs along the outside that make it unique and especially valuable. The meaning of the glyphs is unknown and still being investigated. And we don't know if there's more to this Easter egg past this point. I don't think so. I really think the whole point is just this. And maybe they'll eventually add like a mission for this in the future. But I do find it interesting. I love little stuff like this. And it kind of reminds me in Zombies with, you know, the crazy stuff to get stuff. I'd like to see some Easter eggs that unlock like actual blueprints. You don't actually unlock anything out of game for doing this. The only thing you get is this skull worth $25,000. I would have loved to have potentially got like a calling card for doing it or just anything, but I'm glad they added stuff like this in this, and I hope in the future we get more detailed Easter eggs. So with that, we're gonna wrap this one up. If you want to see anything else DMZ related or Modern Warfare 2 related, we're gonna be covering everything on this channel, whether it be Easter eggs, missions, news, all that stuff. I gotta give a huge thanks to everyone who helped me through this Easter egg process. There was a ton of people. Noah, you have an amazing dad. Midnight, thank you so much for the help. Hearing, thank you so much for the help. And anyone else that helped in any way, shape, or form helping me get these keys or any of the other stuff, thank you so much. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day.